Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is James, and it is weekly update time. Now it's the 12th of June, 2023. Last week we were 363.6. If you haven't seen last week and the week before, I was ill, so I was kind of a little bit surprised that I had lost weight. But yeah, no, we still lost weight, still on track. And as for this week, according to the scales this morning, I am 361.5, so just over 2 pounds. Nothing's changed. These videos are getting a little bit more repetitive as the weeks go on. Nothing's changed. The only thing that has changed, really, I guess, is ever since I've been ill, I kind of fell out of routine with my weights routine. Basically, just to give you a brief example of what I mean by that is I have like a routine that I stick to. So when it's my day to do exercises, I start off with the 5 minutes on the treadmill as a warm up. And then I jump on. So I'll tell you my routine. I'm not going to tell you how much I do and the weights I do or how heavy it is. Doesn't matter. It takes me about an hour to do it. So if that thingy. But if you want me to tell you, by the way, I can quite easily discuss it. But I don't really see the point right now. So I do my 5 minutes on the treadmill, warm up, and then I will jump on bench press. Do 3 sets of bench press, barbell curls, bent over rows. Then I jump on my weights machine, do first set push downs, seated chest flies, lateral pull downs, and then I finish off on the machine with a seated chest press. And then I jump back on the barbell, do 3 more sets of barbell curls and bent over rows, and then finish off with 3 sets of bench press. And then after that, might have a bit of a break, maybe like 5 minutes just to rest, get some water, cool down, and then I jump back on the treadmill for an hour. I kind of fell out of that routine with the weights thing just because when I was ill, I was just weak. It was easy for me to do the walking on the treadmill, but actually doing the physical weights was I didn't want to hurt myself basically, so I was did like variations of my routine. But yeah, this last week I haven't done my actual routine like I've just explained. I've done it twice. I've only missed out on 2 occasions, and on those 2 occasions, I've still done. So, for example, one day I was like, I just didn't really feel up to it. I don't know why. I just didn't really feel up doing that routine. So what I did is I jumped on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I stopped. When I finished off the treadmill, went on the bench press, did 5 sets on there, and then jumped on the treadmill again for 30 minutes, and then finished off another 5 sets on that. So I'm still doing stuff. So yeah, but at the end of the day as well, the weight stuff, to be perfectly honest with you, you don't really burn many calories doing weights. So the main calories lost is the calories in, calories out, and actually doing cardio. So, and for example, someone of my weight, walking for an hour on a steady, like a 5% incline, doesn't sound a lot, but it makes a difference. Put it that way. But it's a 5% incline. It's roughly about 3 miles per hour, 60 minutes. That burns off for me roughly anywhere between, depending on how fast I am, anywhere between 850 to like 950 to 1,000 calories. Obviously, somebody who, if they were 260 pounds or if they were 160 pounds, they wouldn't burn off as many calories as me because they're not carrying as much weight around as me. So, but yeah, also, I will say as well, with the weather being warmer in the UK, it's been very warm. We had some crazy thunderstorms yesterday, and it's been a lot warmer. And I feel like a lot of people, and I used to fall into this trap as well, I'll quickly say, is I used to wonder why sometimes in the past I'd do weights and stuff and I'd be like, oh, I'm not sweating. Why am I not sweating? I should be sweating and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you don't need to sweat to show that it is working. For example, walk on the treadmill. If I walk on the treadmill, like I said, like the way I do, 5% incline for an hour, about 3 miles per hour. If I don't have, if it's warm and all that, I sweat. I got sweat on my arms. It's dripping off my arms because it's especially when it's getting warmer as well. It's harder to work out. But a lot of people go, yeah, I'm sweating. But at the end of the day, you're just sweating out water. You should be constantly rehydrating, and some people are scared to do that when they're exercising. But also, so if I did that with just normal, I'd be sweating. But if I had a fan on, which I've got a fan, which I'd highly recommend if you're struggling to work out, if you're at home like I am, doing your workouts, get a fan. It makes a big difference. It helps out because there's nothing worse than feeling all sweaty and all horrible when it's really warm, especially weather like this where it's all clammy and it's just. I use the word moist, and people don't like. You know what I mean? It's just all. It's just that kind of weather. It's starting to get that time. So, I believe I can't remember what the correct term is, but we would call it clammy, muggy. It's just sticky weather, right? So yeah, so if I walk on the treadmill with the fan on, I don't sweat as much because I'm cool, but it doesn't mean I'm not doing as much. And I used to think in the past, well, I need to sweat. That means I'm losing weight. That means it's working. Not necessarily. So don't worry about too much about sweating, and also don't be scared to hydrate when you're working out. Like I constantly have, I have it here. Like I showed up last week. I have this. This needs filling up again. This is from yesterday, but I constantly have this water bottle filled. Well, I haven't got it filled right now, but you know what I mean. I constantly have the water bottle, and especially this weather, it's more important to hydrate as you go on. But yeah, I'll stop rambling on. I'm going to quickly show you the screen grab. As you can see here, this is this morning. 25 stone 11.5, which is minus 2.1, which is 361.5. Yeah, not really much else to say. I think I'm going to end it there. It's coming up. I was thinking when it comes to the 6 month thing, like so the sixth of July would be 6 months. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a transformation sort of image. I do have footage of me when I first started this. So I started recording myself before I started this channel. I started doing things where I would like once a week just check in with myself. I know it sounds like woohoo crazy, but it was just to help me out. That's what gave me some of the idea to start a YouTube channel. Why don't I share it with other people, right? And I've actually got footage of me when I first started. So I was thinking of maybe doing a comparison video. I'll also quickly say as well, I went to the doctors last week to get some blood taken, just some for some nothing crazy, just as I had a few problems with some my I get some pains in my feet sometimes. It's been happening for a couple of years, and they want us to take bloods. Anyway, so I asked how much I weighed because I got weighed. I think last time I had bloods taken last year was maybe in September time. So September, October, November, December, January, 3 odd months before I started my journey here. And there wouldn't have been much, I would not have lost weight, let's put it that way. If anything, I would have gained weight. But I asked them how much I weighed back in like September, October of last year. And because as you here, as you can see, let me remove this grab. As I play, if you're new here, you won't know this, but if you're returning, you'll know this. But I'll quickly say again, I'm sorry if this is repetitive. Anybody who does watch these videos and who has watched recent ones, at the start here it says the start weight 17th of January. I actually started my journey on the 6th of January, but I couldn't record my weight because I was too heavy. The scales didn't. Error. Nope, you're too big. Yeah, I didn't know what I weighed. Yeah, apparently according to the nurse that I spoke to last week, she said that when I got weighed back in September, October of last year, I was actually 400 and worked out 428 pounds. So yeah, so I was at least 428 pounds. I was probably more than that when I started this because I can guarantee I didn't lose weight between September or October and January. So yeah, so I was actually probably 400, probably plus 430 pounds at that point. So but anyway, we'll still go by with the 422. I just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, I'm going to the video here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe and follow on if you want to follow me in this journey. I've got plenty of videos. There's probably stuff popping up on the screen right now. Yeah, back next week. Stay safe as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.